distract me a little bit, but a lot of people like them. Just a matter of what feels the best.
Hey, is this enough here?
No, you're going to need a lot more. I'll tell you one thing. People have camouflage colors, but, oh gosh, look like a creature from the Black Lagoon. Anyhow, that's what you got to do, is you got to get a lot of it on your face.
The important thing to remember here is that you do need more camo paint and covering when you hunt on or close to the ground. We want to emphasize deer do look up, but not as much as they will study their immediate surroundings at ground level for danger.
I figure if they can see my face in that situation, it's too late. Turn your head that way a little. Here, let me get a little bit more on there. Be more of a broken up effect. Just need more contrast. Keep my finger out of your eye.
I appreciate you telling me that. Chances are I wasn't putting half of the amount needed last time I went out.
That's, like I said, that's a common mistake. So, it washes off.
Jim, do you think we parked the car a little bit too close to our blinds?
No, we're half a mile, Jerry. That's about right. I don't like to get any closer than about a half a mile. And we've got a good crosswind going in, so the wind's not going to be at our backs.
Jim, what do you think of this deer scent?
Well, Jerry, scents are very important. I use a lot of neutralizing scents or blending in type of scents. I use deer scent like a buck scent during the rut when the rut's really going. I don't like to use scents that are alarming scents, like a skunk scent or something like that. I don't think a deer likes the smell of a skunk any better than I do. Sure, it'll cover up your odor, but if you've got it in close proximity to you, it's liable to cause the deer to focus their attention on it, or it may spook them, you know. Deer scents are attractor scents, but you don't put those on you. You use those, like during the rut, if I'm going to try and go to my stand and I know I'm going to be cutting across trails that I think the bucks are running on, then I may put that on my boots and cut a scent line, because they'll follow it sometimes. But I won't put that on my boots and then walk straight to my tree, because I've had situations where a buck picked up that scent, and here he came, and I was up in the tree, and he, boom, you know, and you're dead. You're just standing there, and the buck's there, and you're here, and it's a standoff. But you come in second on a deal like that.
Right.
But scents can work for you. They really can. This is a good little buck rub. The rut's not too far away now. It's only a matter of a couple days old. They seem to be working these jack pines pretty good. I can see 3 or 4 more rubs through this area.
Big bucks like this 10-pointer do tend to favor larger, taller trees to rub. As we explained in Way of the Whitetail, rubbing like this begins early in the fall as the soft membrane called velvet starts to deteriorate. According to wildlife researchers, rubbing is to establish an area of dominance, similar to a big bear clawing a tree to leave his mark. Beside the visual evidence that this territory belongs to this big 10-pointer here, he's also leaving his scent. That scent is coming from glands around his eyes, nostrils, ears, and forehead. Notice how he checks from time to time to make sure the scent is good and strong. Note, too, that the buck shreds the tips of these little limbs and then rubs them in and around his nose. In our next segment, we'll return to Wyoming and Jim Zumbo as he examines mule deer range. Wouldn't it be great to have your own library of hunting videos that you can watch in your own home? Because when you have that deer in your sights, you'll want all your skills to be sharp to meet the challenge. You may only get one chance. With video, you get the chance to practice before going hunting. 3M is offering these 3 videotapes now at only $19.95 each. Strategies for finding trophy bucks illustrates the sort of knowledge, discipline, and commitment needed to take trophy bucks, not by chance, but by design. Stalking trophy bucks shows you the finer points of successful drives, still hunting and stalking. In elusive white-tailed deer, you'll gain real insight into the life of the whitetail. These videos will be your shortcut to hunting success. Call right now. Order all 3 at just $19.95 each, and 3M will send you absolutely free 101 fishing and hunting secrets and this guide to field dressing wild game. Call for your shortcut to hunting success.
This year, brighten someone's Christmas with gold. A golden tool from the Skill Classic series. Give a golden tool this Yule from Skill.
You ready to go scouting there, buddy?
Yeah, good old horse.
Saddle up. We're returning with outdoor writer Jim Zumbo to Wyoming to learn more about mule deer defenses and needs. We'll ride along as Jim shows us in detail what to look for as we develop our own hunting strategy.
Now that you've become acquainted with the Rocky Mountain Muley, let's take a scouting trip through the country he calls home. As we both know, that includes a lot of territory and a lot of different kinds of habitats. But wherever he is, he's looking for the same essential needs. The key to finding the mule deer is to look at the landscape. Where are the hiding places? Where are the escape routes? Where's the food and water? Where's the cover? That's what the deer is looking for, and that's what you need to be looking for. This is a typical quaking aspen forest habitat. The elevation here is about 8,000 feet. Deer love to be in this kind of cover. And you know, they'll often stay here until a foot or more of snow drives them down to the winter ranges. Food, water, and cover. This landscape has those 3 basic ingredients. Look at these plants. Notice how they've been browsed. Obviously, deer have been feeding on them. They've been clipped very close. The entire plant has been fed on extensively. Look at the water. There's a little stream right here running down the quaking aspen forest. Now, there's snow on the ground now, and the deer won't need that water, but lots of times during hunting season, there's no snow, and they'll be down here drinking. There's lots of cover. Just look at the shelter in here for deer to hide. This is a great place for deer to be. Another important sign that deer are actively feeding in an area is this. Deer droppings. They're always present in good feed areas. Don't be shy. Pick one up. Squeeze it. If it's warm, you better get your gun ready because those deer are just in front of you. If they're dry, that's a good sign that they're old. This is a good example of a typical mule deer rub. Generally speaking, deer will select trees and saplings that kind of stand apart. Notice the space in here. This buck came over and worked this tree over because he had a lot of room to maneuver. And often it's true that the bigger the rub, the bigger the buck. This rub was made in late summer, about late August or even early September, specifically to rub off the velvet. Now, later on in October and early November, the deer will again rub, but that's in preparation for the breeding season. They're not doing it to get rid of the velvet because the velvet's already gone. They're doing it to get ready to fight and look for does. You know, the fact that this rub is here doesn't mean the buck is around. What it means is he was around. But more importantly, what it does for you, the hunter, when you see this rub, you get enthusiastic, you get excited, and you tend to hunt harder, you concentrate more. And that's what it's all about. The more you concentrate, the better you'll hunt. Aspen forest is only one kind of mule deer habitat, but the same principle applies wherever the Rocky Mountain muley ranges. By taking a deer's eye view of the country, you can unlock the secrets of any mule deer habitat. This is classic high country habitat: lodgepole and ponderosa pine, Douglas and alpine fir, Engelmann spruce. You can find it at altitudes from about 8,000 feet up to the tree line. A lot of it's on lands administered by the Bureau of Land Management, or the BLM, but most of it's on lands administered by the U.S. Forest Service. These are public lands. Most of them are open to hunting. Evergreen forests like this one offer mule deer most of their basic needs. There's plenty of water, and a thick canopy of evergreen branches protects them from weather, and of course from being seen. What's missing is the food supply. That protective evergreen canopy keeps the sun from nurturing shrubs on the forest floor. They can't grow, so the muley has to go out in the open to forage for his food. One of the best places to look for the mule deer in heavily forested areas are openings just like this, where the trees have been cleared away by logging operations or a forest fire.
Remember, in summary now, look for trails to and from water and cover. Watch for approaches to thick, protective cover. Check out the migration routes when winter weather moves the big bucks down from the high country to the sheltered wintering grounds. It's all part of your strategy for success.
Think back with me just a little bit to the best spring fishing day you had this spring. Maybe it was a little cloudy, a little drizzly, a little dreary, a little cold, but the bass were shallow and they were biting. Oh, I'm thinking about that kind of day right now, and that's where we're going to take you a little bit later on, right here on Jimmy Houston Outdoors. Spring bass fishing, one of those cold, dreary days when everything goes right. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned to ESPN Outdoors.
Dodge announces the new Magnum Series engines. Engines that deliver as much as 44% more power. Here's a simple promise. Drop a Magnum Cummins diesel with new charge air cooling in a Ram 4x2 and you can out-torque, out-carry, and out-pull any diesel pickup from Ford or Chevy. Dodge trucks, a powerful way to rediscover American value.
Now, drive for the gold with up to $1,000 cash back on select Dodge trucks.
The Black & Decker Workmate. About all it can't help you do is clean up. But at least it gets out of your way, and it's a powerful gift idea.
Thank you very much for joining us here on Hunting Strategies. We have an interesting lineup for you for next week. Hunting Strategies will take you out in the woods and sit you in the blind, and we'll watch a big tom turkey called right into shotgun range. Very exciting. We'll also learn more of the secrets of the big Rocky Mountain mule deer thanks to our buddy Jim Zumbo. By the way, our programs here on Hunting Strategies are created from the videotapes of the 3M Sportsman's Video Library. They're available for you at sporting goods stores and video stores across the land. Thanks again for being with us.
Hunting Strategies is brought to you by Dodge Trucks. the official vehicle of the 3M Hunting Series.
Good insights into the lives of mule deer there. Hope you enjoyed all the hunting strategies today, and I hope you can stay with us a while longer. Jimmy Houston's about set to go with bass fishing on the Verdigris River. First, though, the guys have got a few thoughts on striper fishing and your tackle box.